Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Wendy here from Little Nest Crafts. Just at the start of this video I want to apologise that it's a little bit dark. Only my laptop hard drive went, and despite all my best efforts to try and rectify the fault, I couldn't do it. So I've got a new laptop, and it hasn't got 3 USB ports on it, so I've got no way of plugging all my overhead lighting in. So I'm a bit limited to lighting in here at the minute, because if I put the ceiling light on, it casts even more shadows. So I hope that you'll bear with me. Quick video just to show you a flip through of my Margarete Miller journal, which I actually completed a couple of days ago. And unfortunately, because of my laptop problems, and I couldn't film because I got no way of editing the video, because I was going to film covering the cereal box, so I wasn't able to do that. So unfortunately you'll just have to see the flip through. So this is the finished journal, and I've covered it with some paper from my stash. It was a 12 by 12 pad that I got, and I quite liked it. It got a bit of a collage effect, but obviously it's all in one paper. And I did think I would put some things over the top of it, but I quite liked how it, the grungy look that it is. And yeah, so I thought I'd leave it as is. And all I've done is I've put some corner protectors on the corners, and I've put a title plate on there with Margarete Miller 2024. So you open it up inside, and it's got 7 signatures, and with 4 pages to each signature, and then it's got these prompts in between. So this was from the same paper series, and I put this on because I thought it matched the bird that's on the outer cover. And I've also put one of these little Tim Holtz stud closures on the front as well. But my measuring was slightly off. It should have been about ½ an inch higher up there really, but not to worry, it's only for me. And it was in the early hours of the morning that it was done. So yeah, so it was a bit late in the day. So this is Margarete Miller's Collage Weekly Planner Challenge, and I've completed the whole year, and I've put each page in to make a signature, and I've used this method of putting the prompts on. Didn't want this front bit to be blank, so I've just done a bit of collaging on the front there with some scraps that was left over. So this is week 1, and this was one of my collages here, and I won't go through all the prompts because you can actually see those if you go onto my YouTube page, and I list all of the prompts there, so you'll actually see the collage being done, and what the prompts were. So that was week 1. And then you've got week 2 here, and this is a card. It does actually come out, and it was a card I got when I was working in the Arab Emirates, and that's why I took an Arabic theme on there. That's week 2. And then week 3, I quite enjoyed doing that. That was a National Geographic week with some original foreign text there, and what you might take on a picnic, which I decoupaged on the front there, so it's got some foam pads behind it, so it's raised. And then we've got week 4 there, and it's got a piece of inventory at the background there. Some original stamps on this one with a bit of a sewing theme going on. There's all sorts in there. Quite enjoyed doing that one. This one is in memory of my dad, really. That's my dad when he was 15 and he went to St Asaph and he'd signed on in the RAF, and this was his a document taken from his discharge papers, and there he is. He looks about 10 years old there. Looks like a boy cadet. But he was actually in the he wasn't in the cadets, he was actually signed up there. This one I enjoyed doing as well, my old camper van, although it wasn't like that. It was the more modern version of a VW camper, and brings back memories of holidays. And then this one I liked because of the quirky teapots and the quirky clock and some nice book page and tickets in the background there. And we've got a mixture here of some oriental backing papers, some original stamps, a French dictionary page there from my stash, and quite like how that one turned out. So yeah, they're all, really different. This one, I'm not quite so keen. I think it maybe if I'd have made the drum kit slightly larger. Yeah, you look back on some of them, and some of them you would do slightly differently. There's an original postcard there. And same with that one. I think I should have put something around the outside of the page, maybe some stitching or something like that. It just looks a bit bare. But that one I love. Reminds me of holidays. That's week 14. And this was a memory of my husband and I sailing days, and this was the name of one of the boats that we sailed around the Greek islands, Castani. I got some I was going to say fabric, but some fibres there, and it's come together quite well, although it took some, it's the first time I've used this method, and I think I mentioned in my video, when I was measuring my pages, I should have cut them all out. I should have cut 52 pages out right at the start, because it was surprising when I came to put all the signatures together just how varying in size they were. So I've had to trim them, and some needed more trimming than others. So it's not quite as neat as I hoped it would be, but still, it's not going to be sold or anything like that. I wouldn't be happy to sell it. There's another label underneath there, a little hidden spot, and I've put peel here, so you can see one of the prompts is hidden underneath there. And I do like this with all the little birds sitting on the line there. Another oriental theme one, and I do like oriental themed collages. And I quite like this one as well, with this Spanish dancer on there with a shopping receipt tucked away, and something that was used in the doctors. It looks like an eye chart there. And I love this one. I love this fisherman's friendly face. I must stick that down. Yeah, Yeah, he's got a lovely, friendly, crinkly, you can tell he's a smiler. He's got lovely crinkly eyes around his eyes. And then this one's got a French photograph from my stash and some a French envelope underneath. And I'm not sure if that's a Tim Holtz one, a butterfly. Some original tickets there and there. And then this one appeals as well because it's to do with beekeeping. And as you all know, the ones that watch regularly know that I'm a beekeeper. So I like that one. And then this I like as well because it reminds me of my time working in Dubai. This is one of the famous hotels. It was the only 5-star hotel in the world originally, but it's been overtaken now by lots of others. And it's on Jumeirah Beach Road in Dubai. And it's called the Burj, but the Burj they call it, the Burj Al Arab. The Burj, oh, I can't pronounce it now. The Burj Al Arab. So yeah, quite like this one, a bit feminine. Quite like the flowers and that on there. And we've got some flowers here, fussy cut flowers, some map, tea label here, original stamp down here. That's actually tucked into a little pocket, so it comes out. That's made with the tea packet there. And then these have got some cowbells, and I've put them on foam pads as well so that they're a bit two-dimensional on there. And then another one, holiday themed one there. They're all going on a summer holiday. And you can tell the sea appeals to me and relaxing by the water, by the water's edge. Yeah, I'm blessed indeed. Reminds me of my daughter with her Doc Martin boots. I like that one. And then this is a nice one as well. It's got pictures of a retreat that I went. I do some design team work for Rachel and Bella Crafts, and they organised a crafting retreat, and this was the place that we actually stayed last year. So yeah, I do like, that's one of my favourites. Another place I went to on my travels with my husband Chris, we went to Alhambra Palace in Spain, and it's absolutely beautiful. So that doesn't really do it justice, but yeah, I like looking at that one. And then this one is a cake that I did that was dimensional. So you've got the layers of the cake, and each layer gets higher up, so it gets fatter at the bottom and thinner towards the top. So it's got foam pads underneath with some things from my childhood, melodica there tucked away. And then this one has got my 2 pooches on. This is Amber. You've heard me talking about Amber. She's 4 years old now, and she's a tricolour working Cocker Spaniel, and this is one of her offspring. She had 3 puppies, 2 jet black ones, and Jasper here, who's a they call it liver, the colour, but he's all brown apart from a little white speck under his chin and on his tail. And he's the one that's been diagnosed with cancer, but at the moment, after his surgery, he's been given the all clear, well, not the all clear, but he had some more samples taken, and there were no signs of any cancerous cells in there. So at the moment we're thankful for that, and he's well in himself, so it's a good sign. And then this is one of the ones I had to trim down, so I've lost my border at the side, which is a shame. It's got happy memories of my time in Cyprus, growing up there when I was a child, and in the water, you know, loving the sea. I think that's where my love for the ocean comes from, the years that I lived there, because most of our time was on the beach. Yeah, and then this is an old children's book, and it's got some daisies, dried daisies taken out my garden there. And then this one is travels around Greece. For about 15-16 years we sailed every year. We used to sail from Thessaloniki to Corfu, so it was about 600-mile journey, and you'd stop off at different islands and different little harbours, and some of these are the pictures taken from where we were visiting. Yeah. And this one's got a tag in here, a little tucked away in the teapot there with a little snippet on there. And I like saxophones. And then we're coming into autumn, looking at this page here, and all the leaves with curly edges. I did that on purpose. I didn't glue them all down because you do get curly leaves, and there's our two pooches again. And we've got a mythological creature there, something from mythology, and looks like the colours coming out where it was slightly damp from the glue. The colours come onto this page by the looks. And then we've got the Da Vinci Code here, and this is my mum and dad, and my love of cottages in the Cotswold, love of Cotswold cottages. And that's a saddlebag, same as I had when I was younger. And then we've got the Da Vinci Code here with a code in and a hidden key there. So it's nice to look back on what we've done. We've got the Milky Way. And this was taken from a camping magazine, if I remember. And elephants following one by one. Well, this is a holiday in France. We visited quite a few chateaux, and I just wrote a little bit about this chateau and popped the card in. I'm just going to leave it in there. I think I did plan on leaving a little pocket, but I get that carried away with the glue. I'd glued it down before I thought. Yeah, I think I was going to make a little tuck spot or something just to put the information in, but I'll leave it as is for now. Like that one too, looking through the garden gate there. I beg your pardon, I never promised you a rose garden song. And then this one's got a bit of a steampunk theme, and I do like the steampunk themes actually. Nice to have a go there. And then we're going back to Dubai here, a bit more of a modern skyscape. And then we're getting on to Quirky Christmas here. This was a Nordic Christmas, if I remember. Something humorous was my Santa. And it says, "Dear Santa, I've been good all year. Okay, most of the time. All right, once in a while. Okay, forget it. I'll buy my own stuff." And then we've got another modern cityscape here of Cardiff. And tickets and etc. Urban style. And then this one is in a Moroccan theme. I went to Marrakesh. I went to Morocco for a holiday and we stayed in Marrakesh, and these were very like the place we stayed in. We stayed in a hotel called Hotel Sherazade, and had these lovely courtyard interiors with lovely plants and little places to sit in the cool, in the shade, little water fountains and things, and all the bedrooms come round, you know, they're overlooking the patio area in the middle, and it's lovely. Real leaf there that I dried from the garden. And then this is a big Christmas collage with some hidden tags made from a tea bag, and there's another couple of tags slotted in there. A cross stitch tucked away in the corner. And then we've got wordage backwards. That was one of the prompts, if I remember. And a little duckling having a swim in the cocktail. And some green tea with lemon. And then we've got Christmas coming here. So we've got a library card with Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. And some handwriting there. A polar bear. And then this was an extra one that I did because I'd got some extra pages where I needed to fill in to complete the signatures. I've just put this one in myself. So you've got a card there with a snowflake on, and there's a piece of ribbon here with Merry Christmas. Something from mythology. Was my Father Christmas. Something that reminds you of the holidays is Merry Christmas on the ribbon there. A plant of any colour but green is the poinsettia. So we've got a white poinsettia and a red poinsettia. And we've got book page in the back, which was an Edith Holden book page. Then this was the actual Christmas week. So there was no prompts for this. Or was there? Let me just have a look. Week 52. So I put them in the envelope. But we've got, let's have a look. I thought I had a week 52. Oh no, it was week 52. So that's in there. And then this was another one that I finished off. And what I did, I went to the previous year and looked at some of the quotes that were in Margarete Miller's 2023. And I've just used them to do some extra pages. Now this one, the quotes that I picked was a sewing item, which was the sewing basket, and then something your country or state is known for. Well, Wales is known for its castles. So here you've got Conway Castle, which was not far from where I used to go to school. And we've got an item representing a childhood memory, which was this lovely sheep here. When I was in my teens and I used to walk down to the beach in one of the fields next to the where we used to go to get over onto the beach. We used to cross over on a bridge, and there was a field there, and there was an old sheep that me and my friend used to go and see. He was really tame, and he'd come up to the fence, and he liked you to stroke his head and give him a good cwtch and a good scratch. And his name was Will, and he had bandy legs. His two front legs were really bowed, and he was quite a character. And the only thing was he had a black face, but I just like the look of this painting here. I like the textures that of the watercolour that they've done. So because it was a sheep, I picked that. And then something ornate is this Welsh cross, Celtic cross necklace here. And then something beginning with an L was the Welsh love spoon, and that's something that's done in Wales. There's lots of carvers who do these lovely ornate little spoons, and they were keepsakes that the husbands or boyfriends used to give to their loved ones. And then something pink. Well, I didn't really pick anything pink apart from there's some pink in this fabric covering of the sewing box there. So that was my hint of a pink. And then I've just finished the back with another bit of collage there. And then all I've done is closed it with a piece of elastic. So I do hope that you like that collage there, quick flip through. Hope that you've liked what I've done, and sorry it was a long time coming, and sorry you never got to see the book actually being covered. But as I say, I did have a few problems with my laptop and that sort of thing. So rather than hold it up till I got a new computer, I carried on doing it behind the scenes. So I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing now. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be doing another year of Margaret Miller's collages, but I do hope that whatever I do, that you'll follow along. And I've got some projects lined up, but it's more in the way of making some journals, and you know, I've got a few ideas up my sleeve. So without going into too much detail and making this video even longer, just please hit the like and subscribe button if you want to see more of my work, and you'll get notified if you hit the notification bell of when my next video is released. So I look forward to seeing you there, and until then, stay safe and have a good week. So I'll say bye for now. Bye.